Okay, so after taking my private oral check ride portion, here are the three things that I found to be the most difficult or things that I needed better clarification for. The first question was, what makes you current as a private? And one was the biennial flight review every 24 calendar months, and second was do 90 within 90 days, 3 takeoff and landings, and at night to a full stop. And when he asked me, okay, but why do you do it? Like, what's the point of it? Like, it just stumped me because, like, obviously you had to be legal for it, but in the end, it was to carry passengers. And so, not just memorizing what you need to know, but actually understanding it is critical. Now, the second one is kind of what I was saying before, is don't just memorize the acronyms. Like, Aviates, Aero, NW Craft, like all of these things you're going to get from the PAVE study guide. That's great to know, but you have to be able to apply it in real world situations. And I did a decent job of that, but there were things like just simply, I forgot what the FAR aim, like what it actually meant. I had to look it up on my iPad, and it was that, but it's just simple things like that of like understanding, okay, what they're asking me, but like, how am I applying it? And yeah, that was a difficult thing for me. And the third thing would be the systems. Again, like I said, I knew every part of the engine, the electrical system, the hydraulic system. Like, I knew it all. I knew the acronyms and all that. But actually being able to apply it and truly understand it, that was where the disconnect was. So, for instance, you know that the acronym for all your night VFR equipment is flaps. Well, it always says fuses. I didn't realize that the Cessna 172 didn't actually have fuses. And so when he was like, well, what's the point of fuses? I assumed we had them, but we don't. And it's little things like that. And then also he was asking me, well, what if a circuit breaker pops? And I'm like, okay, well, if a circuit breaker pops and you just plug it back in, he was like, no. And when he was talking about a circuit breaker, it's like when you're turning on the landing light, the beacon, the strobe light, if you go to turn it on and you hear a pop, if you do it again, then you need to quit doing it. And I didn't realize that that's what he meant. It's just these little fine tunings of, if you truly understand what everything is, it makes it a whole lot easier. So I think that's my biggest takeaway, is do not just memorize what you're supposed to memorize. Like, memorize and then apply it. Yeah, that's the great thing. Memorize, then apply it.